Yo, yo, yo. So I just want to show you in this video how you can completely transform your life in just the next 90 days. And I guarantee you that you will transform your life in the next 90 days if you watch this video and you take the advice and you actually implement on the advice that I give you in this video. And I want to walk you step by step how you can transform your life in just the next 90 days. So stick with me and learn something from me and actually implement the value that I'm going to give you. So let's go. And just a quick warning, this video is just for people who actually want to improve their life. If you're someone who kind of wants to improve their life, you're just thinking about it like, yeah, I don't know if I want to improve my life. I kind of want to do. This is not for you. This is for people who are sick and tired of living their life right now and they want something new. They want a better version of themselves. They don't want to be this person right here who's, fat, lazy, doing bad habits, smoking weed, drinking, partying. They don't want to be that anymore. They want to be this dude who's fucking jacked, who has a great mindset, strong mindset, great mentality, everything. Life is 100x. They want to be this guy. Then this video is for you, right? It's just a quick warning. So you might be wondering, okay, who is this kid trying to teach me how I can transform my life in the next 90 days? Well, let me tell you my story, right? So my name is Jordan, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm 20 years old. My life has been a challenging life. When I was 13, my mother passed away, and then when I was 17, my dad and then my dog died. So I was basically alone um, from the age of 17, right? I lost my entire family basically, and I had to learn a lot of things on my own. I had to develop a strong mindset. I had to see life in a different way basically, and I've learned a few things along my path. So I just want to teach you how you can actually become a better person and transform your life and develop a strong mindset and a great physique. Right? These are just some of the things that I've learned from going through hardship. You can actually watch my other videos as well if you want to know more about my story, right? But anyways, so to completely transform your life in the next 90 days, it really comes down to two things. The first is mindset, and the second is fitness, right? But I want to start off with talking about your mindset and how you can actually improve your mindset because without your mindset, you can't really do anything. You need to have a good mindset in order to be able to achieve success, right? So let's start with your mindset first. So your mindset is built by your habits. So you can't have bad habits and expect to have a strong mindset. You need to have good habits in order to build a stronger mindset and better discipline, right? So when I was living an undisciplined lifestyle, like you see here, right? Look at this. You see my face, I was fat. I wasn't taking care of myself. This picture here of me in the rice, I was so drunk that I came back home and I fell asleep in my food, basically. And this picture here in the bottom left, I was so high that I couldn't even move anymore. The house that I was going to was 15 minutes away from where I was. It took me 4 hours to get back because I was so stoned. It was embarrassing, and I was stoned for like a week, right? And here on the bottom right is me smoking weed, just being a degenerate, bad habits all the time. So yeah, I was smoking weed, drinking, partying, eating junk food, doom scrolling all day. Dude, I would legit wake up and just doom scroll until I slept. It was crazy. I was around negative environments, I was around negative people, and I was not consistent with my routines. Like you see me, doing the bad habits and stuff up there, but I was actually also going to the gym. But I was supposed to go 5 days a week, but I'd only go like two or three, so I was very inconsistent with my routines, and that was bad, right? So it's not rocket science. Crappy habits equal a crappy life, and good habits equals to a good life. So what changed within me that caused me to go from this dude to this dude? First thing is I created a new identity for myself, and I'll go into that in just a sec. I took discipline way more seriously and I stayed consistent with my habits. And with my habits, I mean good habits. good habits, of course, right? So there was no more doing destructive habits for me. There was no more binging on junk food all the time. And I only surrounded myself with people with positive influences, only started putting positive thoughts into my mind. So there was no more negativity, just positive self-talk, right? And I only did things that were pushing me towards achieving my goals. So nothing, I did nothing that was destructive to me at all. If something was not pushing me towards my goal of becoming the best version of myself, I just didn't do it. I didn't care what anyone said. I didn't care what my friends said. Oh, Jordan, come hang out with us. Come do this and that. You're so lame for not drinking. You're so lame for not smoking anymore. Fuck that. I didn't do any of that shit anymore. It was just I was selfish, but in a good way, right? I just wanted to create a better life for myself. So yeah, I did all these things here. And so I have some few action steps for you now. It's very simple. First of all, I want you to create a new identity for yourself. And what this is, right, you can't a new identity is like a new version of yourself. You cannot associate with this version of yourself anymore if you want to be this better version of yourself. You cannot be the old version of yourself, if you get what I mean. You cannot be the bad version of yourself if you want to be the new version of yourself. There's this concept called be, do, have, right? So in order to have something, you need to be someone first. You need to be something first. So if you want to have this life, right, you need to be this first. You need to become this first before you can have this. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to write down exactly who you want to become and start acting like that person. So I want you to write like 50 to 100 things on your list, right, of who you want to become, exactly how you want to talk, exactly how you want to walk, exactly how you want people to see you, exactly how you want to feel, your new habits, everything. Write all of it down and be as detailed as possible. And once you have your list completed, I want you to stick it somewhere where you can see it every day, and I want you to read it every single day until it stays with you and until you become the new person, right? And the second thing that I want you to do is also grab another piece of paper and write down the new habits that you wanna start doing, the new good habits, right? So I have some habits here that you might want to write down. So that's like go to the gym, you want to wake up earlier, you want to start reading more books, replace bad habits. So for example, if you're smoking weed, you want to replace smoking weed with going for walks instead of smoking. You want to, whatever it is. And I want you to actually start doing more uncomfortable things because this is gonna callous your mind and help you with your discipline. So this do uncomfortable things is a must. You need to do something that you don't like every single day. That might be taking a cold shower because you love showering in hot water. So take cold showers, right? Something that's uncomfortable for you. I want you to start doing it. And after that, stay consistent. You have your new habits, you have your new identity. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy at all. It's not like you create your new identity and then you change like that. No, it's going to be hard. You're going to want to quit, but if you're seriously wanting to improve, you need to stay consistent. It's anything in life that's, that's good for you is going to suck. You're not going to want to do it, but if you're seriously wanting to change, then you must stay consistent. You must fight through the battles, and then you will become that person that you want to become, right? I didn't just change from this to this overnight. It took time, it took consistency, it took fighting. But eventually, you stay consistent with your habits, you slowly change from this to this, and I guarantee it'll work. So the next thing that I want to talk about is fitness, right? Building your dream body. And fitness is not only about looking good, but fitness also builds your mindset, discipline, and your character. That's why I want to teach you mindset and fitness because I believe that a strong mindset cannot exist without fitness. So if you're a strong-minded person, you need fitness. Every fucking person that has a strong mindset that I know is fit. They're in great shape. Okay? A strong mindset cannot exist without fitness. And I spent years, fucking years of my life learning the correct way to train, learning about the perfect diet, and training my mind to be strong. I wasn't always a strong person. I had to train myself, right? Through a lot of hardship, and a lot of time. I used to make very little progress in the gym because of my lack of knowledge and consistency. Like I said, I wasn't consistent at all. I would also make progress, but then slip back to where I originally started every time. So, for example, what I mean by this is like if I started a diet, right? I would see progress after like a week, 2 weeks, and then I'd be like, yeah, you know what? This is fine. I'll go back to eating a little bit more, and then I just became fat again. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, I just did that. Like I'd always achieve something, and then I'd slip back and be back to where I originally started, or even worse off than where I started, right? And I became fat and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm in good shape now. Yeah. So what's the secret to these things, or secret to being in good shape, right? So first off, what's the correct way to train? The correct way to train that fucking evolved my fitness, took me to the next level within like 3 months was training until failure. Fucking basically trying in your sets, right? You must train until failure each set with tons of intensity. You cannot train without intensity. You need to go till failure heavy and progress, right? You want to like destroy your muscles. You want to deserve a good physique. You can't just be like, train with a little bit of intensity, fucking 4 sets of 12 bullshit, and expect to grow. You can't do that. You need to destroy yourself. You need to destroy your muscles in order to grow, right? And what's the perfect diet? The perfect diet and what's worked best for me and a lot of other people is to eat real natural food that God made for us. Whole foods, basically, right? No processed garbage, please, for the love of God. No protein bars, no protein shakes, no fucking supplements. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People keep using like creatine, but I've never used creatine. And I'm fucking bigger than people who use creatine. You get creatine from food, bro. Get creatine from fucking red meat. You don't need supplements. Just need natural whole foods. The correct way to eat is, in my opinion, my favorite way to eat is an animal-based diet. That's what's worked best for me and most people that I know, right? I don't like this, have a lot of carbs and a little bit of protein, blah, blah, blah. No, I eat a lot of protein and a lot of fats, and I actually limit my carbs to like under 100 grams per day. I maybe eat 60 grams of carbs per day. But my main macros are protein and fats. And that's what's worked best for me. I've gained a shit ton of muscle and I've lost a shit ton of fat just because of that. Okay. And how do I train my mind to be strong? Well, it's simple. You're not going to be motivated every day. You must do the things that are uncomfortable for you. And as you keep doing things that are uncomfortable for you, you do them anyways. You're going to callous your mind and you're going to develop discipline. Eventually, excuse me, it's just going to become a habit and you're not even going to think about it. Right. For me, I don't even like most days I don't even want to go to the gym, but then I force myself to go to the gym. The hardest part is actually going to the gym. And once I'm in there like working out, I love it. I love going to the gym after that. But the hardest part is getting my ass to the gym, if you know what I mean. And then the last step is consistency. You can train until failure, you can eat good natural food, and you can train your mind to be strong and stuff. But if you're not consistent with it, then you're not going to see results, right? The glue to all of this, to training, to your fitness and to your mindset is consistency. You need to be consistent with your training, with your diet, and with your discipline. And to train your mindset, you need to be disciplined with your good habits and stay consistent with your good habits. You can't expect, to do good habits for a week and then just fall off and expect your life to change. You're not going to do that. It's not going to happen. Same with training. If you are consistent with your diet, you're consistent with your training for a week, right? And you fall off, you're not going to see results. So you must stay consistent. Consistency is the um, key word of this training, right? So yeah, that's all I have. Actually, before I go, I almost forgot. You might be wondering, like, okay, so how do I train? And what's the diet? Like, give me something. I'm gonna be very, very generous to you, and I'm gonna link two links in the description, right? Two free gifts for you in the description. One's gonna be on training and diet. You know, there's training plans and stuff in there, and diet plans, and also like a grocery list in there, so you can get that for completely free. And the second gift that I have for you is an ebook of how to develop your mindset. And I wrote that all myself there, you know, through my experiences. So I'm gonna link both of those in the description. And also, before I get off here, I'm gonna tell you completely honestly that I do have a training program. It's my elite one-to-one program where I help you develop your mindset and I also help you achieve your dream physique. So if you're interested in that as well, it's gonna be the first link in the description, and you can book a call with me there to see if you're a good fit for my program, right? But yeah, just like I said, guys, stay consistent with your good habits, stay consistent with your training. Just develop your mindset every day. Do the things that are uncomfortable. And I fucking guarantee you will transform your life in the next 90 days, right? These things took me years to learn, but I'm going to give it to you in 30 minutes and you can transform yourself in just 3 months of pure focus. You got this. I believe in you and I love you. Mwah.